My name is Dr. Mourice Ndolo, teaching currently at Tomboya University College, which is a constituent university college of Maseno University. Currently, I'm the board chairman of St. Lucy's Rarua, and I've been here for a while. This is not the first time that I'm the chair. Thank you.
Since you've been here for a while and you're now the chair, the school is now celebrating 50 years. There's a golden jubilee. How would you talk about the journey? How has the journey been? What are some of the challenges and what are some of the achievements?
The 50 years give me a lot of nostalgia about this institution because my sister learned here. And most of the time, my parents were also here most of the time, having been brought up around this place. So this institution, in the first place, has brought and nurtured a number of people here, and especially the women or the girl child. Some of them are in the Ministry of Education, some of them are principals, some of them are in the medical sector, some of them are in the US, as you heard the Bishop say. So, quite a number of people, especially the girl child, have been nurtured here and they are doing well in the society. I can remember one is also a PhD and a lecturer, currently at Mourice University. So, our vision is to continue with the church mission. The church had the three missions. First, the gospel. Secondly, education. And the third is medical. So that when somebody is sick, you get the word of God. And when you are sick, you are treated. And these people also grow in the knowledge of God and also academic knowledge. So that is what we are up to. And we are aiming to continue with this so that the learners that we produce are all rounded, creative, innovative, and also morally upright. People who are dependable in the society. And that is the aim of the board members, the church, which I represent. Yeah.
Maybe some of the challenges that you've experienced under your stewardship as the chair of the board of management of the school.
Thank you. In the 50 years, in the initial stages, this school was full of learners. In fact, they lacked space to accommodate more. And therefore, because of the economy of scale, because of the big number, they could easily afford the services, they could easily pay the teachers, they could easily do what was required and develop the institution. That is why you have adequate building. But of late, the number has gone down, given that we are competing with government schools that are benefiting from the capitation, government capitation of free-day secondary education. And therefore, this has reduced the number of learners. And therefore, we are suffering in the areas of paying the teachers and also offer other services that are required by the learners. We have to depend on the church for this support.
Given the role the private schools play in the education sector, don't you think that there should be reforms maybe to have the government set aside capitation also for the private schools?
Thank you. You have heard from the conversation from the private schools. Recently, the chairman of Private Schools Association requested the government that now that they are putting up classrooms in government schools for junior secondary, they should reciprocate by doing the same in the private schools. Why are we doing that? There is serious congestion in government schools. A school which was meant for 500 are now hosting over 2,000 students. There is no grass because everywhere people are stepping on the grass. And it could be better if the government at least lend a hand to this private institution so that this is going to cushion them for the spaces of junior secondary. The private schools also play a role because they also bring out quite a number of people who are also serving in the government. Like myself, I went through the seminary. I was never in a public school. I went to St. John's Seminary Akwar. I went to Mother of Apostles Seminary Eldoret. Then joined Kenyatta University. So, the early years was grounded in the private institution. Yeah.
Of late, there has been a pull and push between the Ministry of Education, the Teachers Service Commission, and the teachers' unions. And particularly the matter of interest has been the CBC. We've even had some presidential contestants saying that they will do away with the CBC, yet it's underway. When answering these, your views on the same, you'll tell us whether the school where you are the board chair is ready for the CBC.
Okay, thank you. I've had this conversation, but one area that I would like to point out is that the school issues, these are matters of policies, which should not be addressed in the campaign arena. They should leave professionals to handle their areas of specialization. There's no way a politician is going to talk about CBC, and they are not educationists. Allow me to bring to your attention that I have a wealth of knowledge in education. I started teaching in 1990, and there I rose to a principal. And I've been a principal, I was a principal for the last 26 years in renowned schools. I was the principal Orero, where I also became the principal of the year runners-up nationally. I've been principal St. Joseph School Rapport. I've been principal at Sumbi Teachers College. And currently I'm also the chairman board at Sumbi National School. That is a wealth of knowledge. That is a wealth of experience. That will also help to develop this institution. And therefore, turning back to the CBC, it is a good move that we are changing from the 844 to the CBC, which is focusing on efficacy. What you are doing or what you are learning, do you know it? And that should be the main issue. So long as the government can support this, because it requires a lot of resources and facilities. That is what is necessary. The way they are supporting the classrooms, let them translate this into providing adequate teachers to support the curriculum, provide facilities to support the curriculum, and at the same time, not leave out the private sector or the private schools, because those that we have are not private citizens. They are citizens of Kenya.
Mm-hmm. Now, we've heard that you are now introducing day school in the near soon. Okay. Maybe you can use this opportunity, maybe tell us about this opportunity and maybe a message of hope to the general community.
Thank you. And it is because of the competition between the public schools and the private. Public schools, just as I said before, are well endowed because they are getting the government capitation. And at the same time as they are getting this, their teachers are paid from the exchequer, from the Ministry of Finance, for that matter. We have also talked about putting up classrooms done by the government. While at the private schools, we have to shoulder all these things. But why we have to now turn today is that so that we can have additional number of students to cushion us on the budgetary allocation, so that we can adequately, with the reasonable number of students, we can now support curriculum issues, we can now support services to the learners, we can now efficiently pay the teachers and not depend on the charge for donation. And this time, I would like to appeal to those people of goodwill and even the alumni. We have seen effective alumni in Maseno. We have seen effective alumni in St. Joseph School Rapport, in Homa Bay High School, where they also bought quite a number of things, in Alliance. Why can't they translate? The school made them what they are today. Why can't they also plow back and also support the school? Because this is an asset, something that they own, and they will be proud of it. Even their own children and grandchildren will come back to learn here. My parting shot, we we are appealing to the government to lend a hand to private institutions so that we also get the support necessary to provide quality education that they also yearn for. These children are not private. They also yearn for that quality. Thank you.
Thank you.